You've got it tuned to KEXP, listener-powered radio. We're at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming around the world at KEXP.org. I'm Cheryl Waters, so excited to have Speedy Ortiz down here in the studio with us. Welcome.
Thank you for having us back.
It is always wonderful to see you, and I love to hear you're making yourself at home, you're doing some laundry.
2 loads.
Hanging out. Excellent. That's why we built this wonderful space, hopefully making musicians have a little rest and relaxation on their tour. But I'm putting you to work right now. You've got a fantastic new album called Twerp Verse, and so excited to hear music from that.
Thank you. We can't wait to play it for you.
Speedy Ortiz live on KEXP.
Kissing the grime with the trigger finger in the sunrise. They told me a candle's unlucky if it never gets to light the darkness. But I'll never wanna light the darkness, 'cause I'm in league with the devil. You better buck me off. League with the devil. You better buck me off. I compete with the devil. He better stop me, devil. You better stop me. Better find a way to top me. Put in your mind, acting as the centerfold when someone's wrong. I pitch him the bird, then head down to the corner store. I bought a closing out on the avenue. There's an innocent obsession. Only I can know the real you. I'm the devil, you better buck me off. The devil, you better buck me off. Hey, the devil, he better stop me. Devil, you better stop me. Better find a way to stop me. Whatever happened to what we used to do? Whatever happened to what we used to do? Whatever happened to what we used to do? We used to do. Have a padded blanket for our most manic moments. Vampires and Suggs me. Could you buck me off? Perishing after the shock is never close enough. I'm complete with the devil. He better find a way to smart me.
Better buck me out.
Better buck me off.
Speedy Ortiz live on KEXP, playing an all-ages show at the Vera Project tonight here in Seattle.
You ready?
Yes, this studio is beautiful.
It
by
is.
the way.
I do feel like I'm floating in space.
What is the next song? I'm
Lucky
sorry.
88?
Okay.
I make a frown, I always wear it upside down. 'Cause life is carnage, I once was lost, and now I'm foundered. Running late for my funerary date. Burn me later, could you smile while you do? Don't care anymore, so I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Trying to work in this town without a silver spoon foot and round. You see that bucket out the door. One more time with railing. You siphoned out the feeling. Can you act responsibly? You're the sick pup who created me. Went out and fade. I'll convalesce you right into the I don't care anymore. So I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. So I don't care anymore. I was born with a lucky heat on my door. You turn your last night of flame for me, boy. You starving again, and then it started. You starving again, 'cause I was born in the cold, crowded heart of the storm. You see that bucket out the door. You starving again, and then it started. You starving again, and started. Bucket on my door. Bucket on my door. Bucket on my door. Bucket. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh, do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Speedy Ortiz live here in the KEXP studios playing songs from the brand new album Twerp Verse. You sound amazing. Thank you so much for coming in.
We are so happy to be here. This is probably the only thing we would wake up at 6 a.m. to come to.
It is very early for musicians. We know that, and we appreciate it very much. I just want to jump right into talking about this new record. It is so dynamic and full of life, and it's full of real life. It has your usual sort of sonic palette, lots of fun, unusual chord changes, and then I just feel like there's so much wonderful lyrical insight in this record. It is very forthright. Can you tell me about the somewhat circuitous route you took to putting this record out?
I just want to say it's very hard to look someone in the eyes while they're complimenting you. I was like, I'm on the radio and I'm blushing. So we started this record in 2014, shortly after tracking the last record. And it was sort of this like 2-year process of working on songs, and we finally tracked it. And by the time it was done, it was like September of 2016, and obviously a lot had changed politically over the past couple of years. Certainly, I think not just the election, I think the rise of Black Lives Matter and other activist groups, and I think just becoming more, hopefully more people becoming more politically engaged after witnessing the various atrocities that are every day in this country. So we finished this record September 2016, and they were kind of old songs, and then the election happened, and I was on tour with my other band, and touring around the country in all these states that I knew had voted for Trump as a group of all women, and pretty much all queer people, and just feeling really strange. And when the tour was over, I just didn't really feel, I was listening to mixes of the Speedy record we'd just done, and I don't know, they were just kind of old songs. We didn't all feel super connected to them anymore. So I wrote some more over the next few months, and we started rehearsing them, and Andy had joined the band at this point, so there were sort of new sonic materials to play with, and we came up with these other songs that we thought were better, and that's, you just heard some of them.
Sounds like you're having a lot of fun playing them.
Yeah, you guys are all right.
The best time, as always.
You've always been very active in your community. Can you talk a little bit about how you are trying to create safe spaces, specifically at your show, but you've been involved in helping bring a lot of wonderful nonprofits into the limelight?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, as community-minded people who are on the road 10 months of the year, it's always felt sort of this strange disconnect of wanting to be active members of your community and then just physically not being home. So we've always tried to use touring to generate attention or funds to organizations and people we believe in. Right now, we're actually fundraising for Islamic Relief Fund's Palestine Emergency Appeal. So that's been a nice thing to set a tip jar out every night for. But we did start doing, I want to say 3 years ago at this point, we started a help hotline that people can text if they're experiencing harassment at a show, and the hope is that we connect them with venue security to discreetly help them out. And we've also started distributing bystander intervention and de-escalation tactics so that if people see something at a show and don't really know how to help or how to intervene, they have some pointers for how to just make music communities safer for more people.
It sounds like you're also taking that step to work with the venues that you go with and educating them.
Yeah, last night we had we played a really great venue that I like a lot in Portland, who hadn't had. We asked that gender-neutral bathrooms be made an option, and we sort of had this conversation like, what's the best way to do it? Like, let people know where the urinals are and where the stalls are, and people were really psyched at the show. They were like happy that the venue had them and hoped that they would continue doing it. So that was nice to see.
That is nice to see. You spend a lot of time on the road. I know a couple years ago you moved to Philadelphia, a town with a lot of great bands,
including Andy Mulholland.
Yeah, let's say hi to this band because you all sound great together. You introduced Andy. Hi, Andy.
Howdy.
And who else is here today?
We got Michael.
Yes, that's me.
She sounded like she almost forgot your name.
I was like, I didn't want to step over him.
Michael, the one and only. That's me.
And we have Audrey Z. Whitesides, our touring bassist, here today.
What's up?
Again, Speedy Ortiz playing tonight at the Vera Project, an all-ages show here in Seattle. You try to play all-ages shows as often as you can.
We do, and I really wanted to play Vera Project. Sad 13 had done a show there, and I loved it. And there was a little bit of back and forth where maybe not everyone on our team wanted us to do Vera Project. I was like, but this is exactly the kind of venue that we want to be supporting and playing all the time. So I'm really psyched to get to return there.
It's a fantastic venue.
The proximity to KEXP does not hurt.
You can hold your breath and walk back and forth like 6 times.
I'm gonna do that.
From KEXP to the Vera Project.
Don't test us. We will.
Sadie, you're on the tour a lot, and I mentioned that you moved to Philadelphia, and you do a lot. Well, you call yourself a homebody, love to stay at home. So you've created this sort of little enclave where you can do everything you want. You never need to leave the house. And I'm just wondering if you could paint a little picture in the day in the life of Sadie Dupuis.
I don't leave it. What's there? Some records that I haven't organized.
A studio
some
of sorts.
Books that I don't have enough shelf space for.
Cool basement.
Little basement studio.
Nick Jonas.
Some like anime stuffed animals. Yeah, a drawing of Nick Jonas with a heart around it. That's about it.
Speaking of which, you're a big fan of comics, and you do the artwork for your record.
Yeah.
Where did that passion come from?
I probably from that. I had always read comics as a kid. My mom got me reading Mad Magazine and Archie comics when I was little, and I kind of got into indie comics as I grew older. Many Seattle artists. Simon Hanselman, who's based here, did a shirt for us on this last tour. Obviously, we're big Fantagraphics fans. And I always, like as a kid, my mom was a painter, so I thought maybe I would do comics or do visual art in some way, and that obviously didn't happen. But when we have a new record, it's my time to like spend a week sewing paper together and seeing what happens.
So it sort of happened.
It's a nice, like every 2 years I get to spend 2 weeks making some art.
We're so excited to have Speedy Ortiz live here in the KEXP studios. The new album, Twerp Verse. What are you going to play next?
Oh, I
What
think
should
this
we
was your
play
special request.
I do.
I'm blessed.
When I love a record like this, I'm sure this happens to everybody. You just like every month you have a new song that you feel like you just discovered that day.
Well, I feel like this is our favorite one right now too. Yeah. So we're on the same page. It's
Excellent. Our planets are aligning.
good. Okay.
which I learned to defend myself. What if I say I'm 1 in 5, grown accustomed to violence, never take past it. On the ground, my tongue's too honest. I don't wanna love you, I don't wanna love you. Don't wanna spend another night in jail for hiding the truth, which I did to defend myself.
Speedy Ortiz live on KEXP, the new album Twerpverse.
We ride the same bus. He knows my name. Covers a wet cloth. He sweats to stain. I wanna know what kind of games you like. I wanna know what kind of games you like. He talks like he knows me, so I'm being polite. To cater untidy spreads. We rode the same bus until it wrecked. I wanna know what kind of game you like. I wanna know what kind of game you like. wanna know if the money's alright. I wanna know if the money's alright. He looks past my answer. Did he yearn for life? No way. No way. Hey, I think you win some and you lose some. Calling security. Hey, I think you blame some and you shame some. Hailing an ambulance, a small thing. You catch some and infect some. I don't wanna be solid tight. I don't want my secrets safe for life. I don't wanna be where I wouldn't wanna be.
So good and so fun. Speedy Ortiz live on KEXP, playing an all-ages show tonight at the Vera Project. Bring the kids out. And I know that you have played with some of the people you grew up loving before, but I hear you're doing some shows with Liz
there's a big
Phair
one.
in the fall. And I bet it just never stops being exciting to play with people that you just loved.
I remember my mom a couple years ago making fun of me, being like, which of the like CDs you made me listen to have you not gone on tour with yet? And I was like, I don't know, Liz Phair. So there's nobody left, Mom. We got all our heroes.
Well, that's so awesome.
We're really, really psyched. I'm such a fan. I mean, I think we all are, of Liz throughout her entire career, like not just the Exile stuff. So I cannot wait.
Think about how many times you're going to get to see her live.
It's like a month.
Yeah.
It's like a whole month of Liz Phair.
A whole month.
And she's probably saying the same thing about Speedy Ortiz.
I remember realizing that she followed me on Twitter and losing my mind.
Aw.
So it's very cool to get to see her play.
That is very cool. Thank you so much for coming in, all of you. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
We are so psyched to
you.
be here and abuse your laundry privileges.
We are so excited you're doing that as well. You've got to tune to KEXP Seattle. Yay, that was so fun. Oh,
sounds so good in here.
I know.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.